switch off Zoom then?
You switch yours off. You do it first.
Good morning. I'm so glad you both came. We're a bit early, but since you're here, we might as well make a start. Who'd like to begin?
What a great theatre. It's an honour to be here.
Likewise.
Thanks for applying. This theatre is our dream, our passion. We want someone who shares that.
Oh, I do.
And I do.
Great. So, shall we start?
Please.
Thanks.
So, who to start with? Okay, it's a little odd, but could you both answer this question first? That'll tell me who starts.
No worries.
Cool.
Okay. Ready?
Sure.
No problem.
It's a bit off the wall, but that's what theatre is. Don't you agree?
Oh, I do.
Is that the question? Don't you agree? Because if so, then it's a definite yes from me.
Sorry? No. Okay. Love. Yes, love. What would you say it means to love a person, a theatre, a play? Tell me what comes to mind.
Clouds.
Not being able to move from your seat. Remembering almost every line. Laughter, tears, talking on the way home, waking up the next day knowing that something has changed and things can never be the same again.
And you think clouds?
Yes.
Because?
You said, what comes to mind when you think of the word love?
And you thought of clouds?
Yeah, always there. Without them, nothing grows. Too much and nothing lives.
What's that got to do with theatre?
Everything. All plays are about love.
Oh, nonsense.
Name a play that isn't, or a film for that matter.
Could I get something clear? Is he interviewing me as well as you?
Is he what?
Who is interviewing who?
What do you mean?
Is he the real interviewer, or is it you?
Or you.
Pardon?
Well, you've started asking questions, and your story's about being a theatre agent is clearly fake.
How dare you?
Well, the Mitchell brothers, illusionists, join the dots.
You rep the Mitchell brothers. Do you know, I think I saw them in Cromer. It was a beautiful day. Not a seagull in sight, and I thought, wow, these two are good. They've made all the seagulls disappear.
You've seen them.
Seen them? I was on the stage. They invited us up. One of them, the short one with the cravat.
Oh, Phil.
He looked right at me. I was sat in the front row. In the foyer, they'd said that if we sat close to the stage, we might get asked on. That's what I wanted. They cut me in half.
Sort of fix. Have you two met?
To begin with, I was a bit worried.
The rusty saw.
Yes, they said it was old blood. It was very convincing.
That was my idea. I said to them, you are competing with YouTube, Insta, and all that. You have got to make it more gory.
Is this a setup? There's no such act as the Mitchell brothers illusionists.
Really? Well, how well do you know the East Coast Seaside Family Entertainment Circuit?
Not very well.
I thought not. They auditioned for Britain's Got Talent. That was one of my ideas for this theatre, actually, if I was lucky enough to be offered the position.
Go on.
Well, we could host the early regional rounds here. COVID hasn't affected TV. There's more of it now than ever. So Shows like that will always need space. I know that you're normally known for experimental and slightly edgy contemporary drama. I respect that. But what could be more avant-garde than a singing poodle or a pair of clairvoyant twins? Don't you think?
Interesting. Perhaps we might look into wrestling.
Or face slapping competitions. I gather they're very popular.
I think I'm being toyed with. Is this a real interview?
Of course, I'm so sorry. What are your ideas for the revival of this theatre?
I was thinking of poetry readings.
No. Seriously?
Poetry readings and...
Well, light supper.
What else?
Testimonies. I thought local people could be asked to come along and share their testimonies of living with COVID.
Really?
Solo. A single light. Live streamed.
Or FIFA 21 live streamed. Get sponsored by Paddy Power. 10-minute games, cash prizes.
Concept mime.
Live marriage breakups.
Online lectures in local history.
Secret unconfessed sins.
Are we here?
We are. I would just think that secret unconfessed sins would just be amazing.
Tell me some of yours.
You first.
Me?
I bet you haven't got any. I bet your life has been very safe.
Not always.
Have you ever been prosecuted by the police? Start with that.
No. Well, one of my neighbours called the police when we had a party. It got too loud, she said.
What did the police do?
They said we should invite the neighbours round.
Is that it?
Yes, I think so.
Anne?
I was detained by the Turkish police at Ankara Airport. They thought I was a drugs mule.
Midnight Express. That's the plot of Midnight Express by Brad Pitt.
Are you suggesting I invented it?
That gives me an idea. Falsely accused. Live stream the police confronting a suspect. She knows she's innocent.
Yes! They have 10 minutes to get a confession or she leaves.
Film it in the cells. On Zoom.
And people could compete to be the suspect or buy gift vouchers for their friends.
Love it.
What about tattoos gone wrong?
Sorry?
Stream people showing us tattoos they regret.
Wouldn't that be a bit, lowbrow?
I know what you mean.
Force people to get a tattoo from an ex-partner. Call it tatvenge.
Love it.
Tatvenge live.
I think one can go too far.
One doesn't have to be vulgar.
Right, enough. My turn.
Excuse me?
Who really wants this job? Let's see. What's theatre about? What is it really about?
Change.
Agreed.
Truth.
How dull.
So what is the truth about you? And you? What is the real truth?
I would have thought a better question would be, why do you really want the job?
Yes, I agree.
Play my game. I've played yours.
Go on then.
What is your truth? Say one thing that is completely true. The most truthful thing about you. Improvise. Be a character. Someone you can show us who you are.
I love improv.
Oh, so do I.
I'll start. The reason I want this job is because...
Excuse me. Wait. I thought you were interviewing us.
Is because there is nothing more important than theatre. It's in my very veins. It's in parts of my brain that haven't grown yet. It's in the eyes of audiences. I imagine being stunned by what they feel.
Bit flowery. Who are you being?
A candidate.
So are you really a candidate?
Can't you tell? Gosh, I am good. Anyway, that's my truth.
Thank you. Anne?
Well, if I must. Thank you all for coming today. This has been a real privilege to meet two people so obviously committed to theatre, so overwhelmed with its potential. It has been humbling. This theatre will never die. So long as there are people like us, plays will always be performed. Thank you for making it happen. There.
Well, finish it off. Who's got the job?
Oh, I should like to award the post of marketing officer to...
Wait.
What for?
When I was on the stage with the Mitchell brothers that time, when I was sawn in half, I really thought it had happened. Even though I was standing in the wings with the ASM, watching the switch, I thought, I think I've died and I'm in the afterworld.
Why did you think that?
It was so dark. Shadows wherever I looked. I looked at myself and I had a hard time believing I was really there. The assistant stage manager just looked at me and nodded, as if she knew what I was thinking.
Was there ever really a job? Really?
I don't know.
I think it was mostly illusion.
Ah, illusion. Catawampus. So much more reliable than everyday life.
I don't think I ever left that stage in chroma. I don't think I ever want to be put back together again.
So it doesn't really matter who the candidate was. It doesn't matter who the interviewer was. Just so long as we all pretend. Just so long as we all agree to imagine. And we all agree to dream.